It's gonna... Okay, we're recording now.
Hello, welcome to Demon Interviews, episode 144. I'm your host, as always, and forever, Springy. And joining us today is a very special guest, pointing this way.
Jinx Cosplay and
Thermo Cosplay.
And we are hosts from CosTalkLive.
Woo!
Yay!
So as you all can see, we're not using my normal programming here, so I'm out of my own element here. So if everything looks different, that's why. If it looks more professional, that's why. If it looks better, that's why. More words, that means same thing. So anywho, let's actually start with the actual questions of how are you both doing today?
Pretty good. I mean, I just got out of work, so I'm home. That's nice.
Yeah, you've been busy. I've been like texting Sam today, and she's like been busy, so I
was in a lot of meetings.
Yeah, and me, I had a pretty easy day actually. I did yoga and had a massage, but I did work in between all that stuff, and then of course I still have more work to do tonight, so I make up for tonight. Yeah.
Awesome. Next up, have you guys ever been interviewed like this before?
I have a lot.
Yeah, I've had a couple interviews as well. I did actually a podcast a couple weeks ago as well with somebody else. But, you know, as with us running the show too, we do a lot of interviewing other people. So I think we do more interviewing than being interviewed.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Same here, 100%. So I should probably say a cosplay question next, not what's on the list.
You can ask us whatever you want. Yeah. We're down for whatever.
Awesome. Well, no. So people can assume just by the names on screen, which again is fucking shocking to everybody at home. You are cosplayers.
Yes.
So do either one of you have any new cosplays planned to do that you're able to tell us about without me giving you a small fee of $5?
Well, we'll put it on your bill, but
yeah,
I guess we can mention, like, so I actually have a couple that I do, but a lot of my cosplays in the last couple of years have been chosen by Sam, because she'll put groups out there and I'll be like, okay, Sam, assign me, and then she does assign us. So we actually have the KDA group coming up, the Baddest. Is it the Baddest video?
More. KDA More.
Oh, more. Whoops. KDA More video coming out, cosplay coming out based on that.
You got it behind her in the background.
Oh yeah, there's Seraphine right there. Yeah. Surprise! Yeah, so that I'm working on, and Sam's gonna do Ari, and then of course we have 3 other people to complete the group.
Yeah,
so that's coming up. Actually, the rest of the CTL cast -1. So yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, as people can see on screen, sorry, me and my fans are fucking shocked. So, so as you can see on screen, you guys go by Thermo Cosplay and Jinx. I almost said drink. What the? Okay.
Drink cosplay.
You must be thirsty. Drink some water.
Yeah, I know, right? So why'd you guys go with those names over, something else? Why'd you go with those?
So Thermal Cosplay started from the fact that my very first costume was made out of Warbler, which is a thermoplastic. I live in a desert. I'm a 5th generation desert rat, and thermal means heat, so hot cosplay.
You should have just gone with hot cosplay. That would have been good. All the fans. Only all the fans. So I've been cosplaying for a very long time, and this is like my shtick, I guess. I always say I've been cosplaying for 20 years now. And when my name isn't really that unique, like I went to San Diego Comic-Con in 1996 and I saw a booth babe at some independent comic, and she was dressed up as the main character Jinx, and I'm like, that's cute. That's it. But I was young, so I was like 13 when I started using it as my internet handle, and then of course it just evolved into my cosplay name.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Next up, it's going to be would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
I thought you said you were not going to ask about Cheetos, Springy.
I know.
We're going to have to turn it off now.
We're going to go for a hike just because even though I'm a little bit heavier set of a girl, I have boundless energy and I can't sleep without moving.
Sam has so much energy, like, I don't know where she gets it from. We're like, Sam, stop and eat. Like, she has so much energy, she forgets.
No, I don't even need fuel. I'll just keep going.
Yeah, but my answer is I would bring the Cheetos on the hike. I don't know why I have to choose one or the other. They're not
your third answer. That's what that is.
You know what? I swear you always have Cheetos at con. This is actually something that I've seen her constantly eat. You got the spicy ones, right?
I have not had spicy Cheetos in a while now. I have to cut it out of my diet. But yes, I do love spicy Cheetos with limon. So good. But now I've gone with like the healthy one. It's like the white cheddar puffs, like baked. So I have to grow up, guys. I'm eating the healthy Cheetos now.
So now I have to do the stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon. If you have any questions for our lovely guests over here, the camera is flipped so that my brain has to think for a second over here, then put them in the comment section below, and if they're appropriate, we'll if we ever get back onto the show, we'll ask them your questions. And don't forget to follow them all social media networks, profiles, and all that fun stuff. And those will be in the description below. At least a way to get to them. Awesome.
Hey.
Hope
we see you guys.
Hopefully my show actually works for once. So here, let's switch lists for a second. So yeah. Gotta get all comfortable for this one.
Gotta get comfortable. Gotta wiggle into it.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of anticipation.
100%. Not gonna be worth it at all. So, to you guys' knowledge, what is your most liked / viewed video stream, so on and so forth?
Well, definitely our Yaya Han videos.
The first one when she fell out of her chair.
Yeah, she actually had a blooper, and you can find that on our page. I clipped it, just the blooper. Yaya got so fangirly over Ki-chan's cosplay, or not her cosplay, but she was gonna cosplay as, that she like ran out to get something and then came back, and like all of a sudden she was like gone, slipped out of their chair. So yeah. Definitely that's one of our most popular moments. But yeah, anytime we've had her on the show twice now, and we definitely have way more viewers live than what we normally do, and then of course like the subsequent views after that.
Yeah, so and I'm checking actually because I'm looking at our videos right now, and the very first Yaya Han was one of our most watched videos. It was talking about wasn't that her introduction? No, that was before. That was just her as a guest. So that was her just coming and hanging out with us. And
no, we didn't have her hanging out with us.
Yeah, she wasn't talking about her fabric the first time.
She was talking about her book.
Her book, that's right. She was talking about cosplay world. Yeah.
Yeah, the world of Yaya Han's
world of cosplay. I always do it backwards.
Which we're not, this isn't a paid advertisement, but here it is. It is great. So we loved it. We all read it and interviewed her about it. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then our second most viewed video is funny cosplay moments. And
oh, really?
We literally just we had Sparkinson cosplay and Amber Bright props and Ambrose cosplay and then two of us. And it was just so popular. And the joke was, we also had Ashley does cosplay. The joke was, the reason it was so popular is I was wearing my drag queen boobs that gave you the giant Lady Demetrius boobs. And my boobs were like 15-minute discussion on the stream.
They're always like, Sam loves to like share them. Whenever we're out at cosplay like events, she's like, "Hi guys."
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, "Those are not yours." I'm like, no, you want to touch them? I can't even feel anything.
Yeah, she's like, "Come on over here." Come over here.
I mean, I've got videos of people putting their faces in my boobs and people in the background go like this, and I just turn around, they're fake. It's
like... That's always gonna be like a permanent topic of discussion. Like even when she doesn't wear them anymore or whatever happens, like,
you know what? I told you the second that I retire them, they're gonna get framed on my wall.
Oh, you should do like one of those like paper mache casts or something like that ladies do of their bellies. Because I think it won't, like silicone won't last forever, right? Are those silicone?
Oh, silicone, it has about a 15 to 20 year shelf life if you take really good care of it.
Well, then after the 20 years, you can do your paper mache, like, and we'll all sign it. Love Jinx. So.
My first boobs.
Oh my
They're not actually your first boobs. I know you had a set before that, so
Oh,
don't lie.
well,
It's
those
like a
ones are
cast.
attached to a mannequin in a museum.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, like a cast, like get better soon, boobs.
I think we broke Springy.
Yes, I'm sorry. Next question. That does not pertain to Sam's silicone boobs.
Well, it's funny how it's Yaya Han who has very voluptuous boobs, and then the second viewed is my fake boobs. So maybe there's a boob trend.
I mean,
Hey,
we all
isn't it
boob
always
sell.
boob trend? I mean,
Yeah, you can't deny it. Boob sell. It's
That's
cool.
why I get jealous of my fake boobs. Okay,
we love
I
boobs.
get jealous.
Boobs rule the world. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Is this a family show? I'm so sorry.
No, I cursed like 3 times already. You're fine.
I meant booze. Booze like ghosts.
I don't know if that makes it better.
Oh, okay.
I'll
shut up now.
You're fine. So, who from social media would you like to have on your show in the future?
Ugh, who do we not want on our
Mall
show?
cosplay. I would freaking love Mall cosplay because Mall has done so many cool things. He also recently, I think it was Mall that built a bathtub for his Witcher cosplay, and I was like, dude, this is so cool.
I don't know if I even actually let me look him up. Mall
Okay, now I'm
cosplay.
offended that you don't follow Mall. How could
I'm so
you?
sorry.
You're a
Oh,
monster.
I do. I follow him on my other account. Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
I
Mall
would
would be
love to
amazing.
have-
I'd also really love to have Stellara Nebula. Oh, I think their work is amazing too.
I think this is probably like cliche, but Kamui cosplay as always. Like everything
Svetlana
Kamui
is
does.
incredible. Yeah.
Everything she does is just like the epitome of a cosplayer. To her like positive and helpful attitude, to like all her hard work, like not being ashamed of where she came from. She just shared it on her Instagram, is like, I started where I started. So I shared it in my story because I love that story, because a lot of people that are new in the cosplay game now, they're like, oh, I'll never be that good. I'm like, but wait, it took us a long time to get there. So Kamui is definitely one I would love to have. And I'm sure we can at some point. Kamui, hello.
Awesome. Well, just hop back over to the cosplay list. It's pretty much the exact same question, but who would you like to do a collaboration with in real life? Doing, I don't know, videos or photo shoots or whatever else, stuff like that.
Oh, there's so many good cosplayers out there. It's like, I would just be so excited to just be invited to a group and be like, yay. I think maybe
we should focus on local people. That'd be easier for us to collaborate with. I've always wanted to collaborate with Lunar Lynn. I've thought that she's incredible.
So
She's a local Arizona cosplayer.
If you guys don't know who she is, she won the Ultimate Cosplay Championship in
Spyro.
Right? Yeah, for Spyro. And she's from here, so she is amazing. She does such wonderful work.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know who I want to collab with. I'm just open to like collaborating.
I just kidnapping her.
Yeah. I don't have time to collab, guys. Sam owns me, Sam. If you want to collab with me, please call my manager. Sam.
Yeah, I completely understand that. So next up, it's kind of a 1 to 2 to 3 part question. It depends on who you talk to. But the first part is coming from a past guest, a Mr. Zoom _2028. Very long, very complicated question. Bacon ?
Always ? Exclamation point.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
It wasn't bacon ... It was bacon ?
Bacon everywhere.
Just yes. I mean,
Yes.
So next up is coming from the same past guest. Different time, different place. Even longer. Peanut butter ?
Yes.
I mean, why would you say no? I mean, it's peanut butter.
There's one time I won't eat peanut butter. And I love peanut butter. Like, I'm not big on chocolate, but I love peanut butter and chocolate. Like, I love Reese's. But I'm Filipino, so there's a Filipino dish that uses peanut butter in the sauce, like a hot sauce.
It's amazing. It's a curry sauce. It's a peanut curry sauce. Oh, how dare you?
It's not really a curry though. It's more.
Are you
like
sure
a
it's not
stew.
Rama beef? Rama beef has like a peanut
Not
butter
that.
kind of sauce.
No, not that. It's called kare
I think
kare.
actually Rama's Thai, isn't it?
Yeah,
Filipino
that's
peanut
fine.
butter.
I can deal with like peanuts and Thai. This is one dish, a Filipino dish that I do not like. It's very popular. That's the only time I won't eat peanut butter. All other times I will, unless it's crunchy.
I
Crunchy
will
should
eat
not
any
exist.
peanut butter. I don't care.
I will eat crunchy. Okay, I do love peanut butter. Sorry, I talk a lot. Look what happened.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That just means a longer episode. So next up is kind of just something we cooked up. Bacon and peanut butter? Question mark.
Only if it's in like a sandwich. I think it's good if it's like you got bacon and peanut butter and avocado with egg.
I think it depends. Like they do these maple donuts with bacon bits on the top, but it's always like the chewy fat parts that make it really good. So I would imagine that would be good with peanut butter, but not like the crispy hard parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Actually, one time because I ask that question all the time, when I had a piece of bacon, I just like put some peanut butter on it and I ate it, and it wasn't bad. It was basically like a ant on a log, but without celery or any of the healthy things, and it replaced it with a piece of bacon.
I really love bacon and maple syrup. I will get maple syrup for my bacon and sausages, like separately from my pancakes.
See, I don't like maple syrup. I don't like syrup or gravies. It's a texture problem.
That's a new one. I'm not gonna lie, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Well, next up is, who is your biggest cosplay inspiration or inspirations if you have multiple?
Okay, I would say like when I started, when I started, Yaya Han was getting pretty big. There was another cosplayer called Lindsay Cosplay, L-I-N-D-Z. I still follow her. She does mostly like makeup stuff now. Those two I really looked up to. I mean, I still do. Lindsay doesn't really cosplay much anymore. And nowadays, I will go through my Instagram feed and just everybody, everything. I'm like, oh my God. So I follow a ton of cosplayers because just seeing them on my feed, I'm just like, whoa, that's so cool. So yeah, there's so many these days that everybody inspires me. So I know it's so general and like so like cliche, but that's my answer.
Well, my first costume I made using Kamui Cosplay's patterns. So she was my initial inspiration, but currently I like obsess over Air of Glee on Instagram. I think they're incredible. Their makeup looks and their like own takes on like their original takes on so many different DC characters are astounding.
100% just writing these names down. 100%. Just steal them all. So next up, some of the questions are the same on both lists. That's fun to try and figure out which one's gotta go with which. So this is coming from, hopefully, still one of our fans on Instagram, a Charlie_Aronson99 on Instagram. What is one thing you regret doing on camera?
Wait. Oh, well, I mean, the very first cosplay panel I did was at Phoenix Comic-Con. I want to say it was 2015. And Amber Bright Props and several other very big local cosplayers invited me up to talk about thermoplastics because I used Warbler in a way that they hadn't seen before. And I was like, cool. And I stood up too fast and pushed my chair back. And when I went to sit back down, I hit the floor of the stage, but bounced back up like a bumble and was like, I'm okay. But it was quite possibly the most embarrassing like moment I've ever had. I literally hit the stage and you hear this thunk, like where the armor and I bounced back up.
Nice. Sam, we still love you.
That's on camera somewhere. I think my mom has that video and I'm like, I don't want to see it. Nope.
Good thing we have it right here. No.
I don't really, nothing really embarrasses me much. I can't even think of something that I would regret have been doing on camera. I'm just used to being in front of camera. So I always understand that what I do is going to be filmed. So yeah.
Makes sense.
The level of confidence. It's over 9,000.
So why did you guys start your show in the first place?
The pandemic. We were all lonely. We had seen each other in March of 2020 for KikoriCon, and then after that, everything closed. And a lot of us were isolated. Some people were even alone. And so we we were like, you know, let's start on Zoom and OBS and Facebook. And we just found different ways of streaming until we found StreamYard. And then we realized we could invite more people, more friends. So it started out, I think, with just Jess and myself initially, and Ambrose Cosplay. And then we ended up roping in Key-chan Cosplay from Washington, our friend from Seattle, Washington. She's outside of Seattle, but that kind of area. And then we have Amber Bright Props, who also joins us rather regularly. And we've also started having Cosplay Choco join us more regularly as well.
Yeah, and actually, initially it came to me because before WonderCon, the four of us, me, Sam, Thermo Sidekick, and Ambrose Cosplay were meeting together regularly because we were choreographing a skit for WonderCon. And of course, when all of that fell apart, we just didn't see each other anymore. And then, of course, they started canceling events. And we're like, whoa, you know, so this was our way of kind of like connecting with our cosplay friends. Like that was the very, very
I think we actually streamed on the weekend that WonderCon was supposed to happen. So I think our first stream happened the weekend WonderCon was supposed to happen.
It was I think we started on Fridays, so I think it was a Friday. Yeah,
it was a Friday, and then we moved to Sundays because it kind of worked better for everyone's schedule, and we found that we had more viewers when we did it Sunday afternoons.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So next up, I'm not used to flipping back and forth between lists, so
that's
weirdly.
Okay.
Who is your favorite character to cosplay as?
I have a toss-up because, like, what I've been doing lately, like, I've always loved Nora Valkyrie from Ruby, and I've got several different versions of her outfits. But I really like being Grandmaster Indweegast from Thor Ragnarok, just because I like annoying every Thor that I see. And he's just so sassy, and it's fun sassy. It's not even arrogant sassy. It's just like, basically, this dude is 1,000,000 years old, high off his butt, and making fun of everyone. And he's got a Hulk.
So it gives Sam a pass to, you know, be ridiculous, even though she, you know, can be ridiculous anytime you want. Doesn't have to be a costume. But for me, I think it's probably Chun-Li, which is obviously one of my least like elaborate costumes, but it's not nearly as restrictive as it looks. So I can actually, like, I've done jumps, kicks, and climbed up on stuff in it. I wear flat shoes, flat sneakers with them, so definitely comfortable. And she's popular. Everybody knows who Chun-Li is. And I do the pink version too. So everyone's like, oh my god, the pink Chun-Li. So that's definitely my favorite character and cosplay to wear, I think.
We need to have a Chun-Li fight, you and I.
Oh wait, no. Wait.
I need a new wig though.
I honestly don't actually fight because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, sorry.
So this is actually a new question. It's rare for me to actually put a new question from the interview before on the list this soon. So it's shocking to everybody in the world. So this is coming from Ultra Geek Cosplay. Pepsi or Coke?
Oh my god, Coke. I'll drink Pepsi. I'm not one that like totally like rejects it. But I will drink. I grew up on Coke.
I don't drink soda.
Actually, I have to like limit myself to the baby cans.
Because I have dental problems. I've had dental problems since I was a wee babe. And so I live off of like tea and water.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, it would be the Coke that's in the glass bottle.
Like from the US or from Mexico?
No, from Mexico.
Yeah.
The real sugar. That's what that is right there. So you guys have talked about like you have gone to conventions before, but how many have you gone to before? Or if it's easier, how many different ones have you gone to before?
So I started going to conventions before I started cosplaying. I was actually an artist, and I was selling comic books, and I sold out of my comic books and almost all my shirts in 2 days. So I just started walking around the convention and just talking to people and interacting. I've started going to conventions. I want to say it was in 2013, the first time I saw one, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And it was 2012 was the first time my friend was like, hey, come hang out with us for a couple hours. And then 2013, I went and I sold my comics and experienced it for the first time. But as a cosplayer, My first convention was 2014. And since then, as a cosplayer, I believe I've been to at least 8 to 10 events a year. I've been to Phoenix Comic-Con, Tucson Comic-Con, Emerald City Comic-Con, LA Comic-Con, D23, SabakuCon, Sabotage. The list goes on. I probably been to about 35 different unique conventions.
Yeah, I think I mean,
I get invited to speak a lot. Like I like within the first year, I started doing paneling, and all of a sudden, I was getting invited. Like the reason I ended up at Emerald City was because I did media coverage, and then the following years, I was a speaker. And I've done so many presentations now. I've been a guest, a speaker. It's just at this point, and I mean, I've even done online ones. Like during 2020 and 2021, we did Anime Next. 2020, I had St. Louis Online Cosplay Con. So like we've kind of, I mean, yeah, it's at least 35 unique conventions.
Yeah, my first con I went to, like I said, was San Diego Comic-Con 1996. So I've been doing it for a long time. The first time I cosplayed was at San Diego Comic-Con 2001, that's why July is my 20th year anniversary. I also used to do media for a blogging website. So I've been to like E3, GDC, like those kinds of cons that aren't like the
like Geek Girl Con, GGC.
No, not Geek Girl, EDC.
Oh,
wait, now GDC. I'm like, now I can't say it. Game Developers Conference.
Okay.
So I've been to a couple industry ones like that. I went to the very short-lived E4All, which was supposed to be the consumer version of E3. That was so much fun. Our blog site had a booth there, which was so much fun. And I have been to some international. So, of course, I lived in Dubai for 6 years. So I've been to like the Middle East Film and Comic-Con, IGN Middle East, which they hold in Abu Dhabi. I've been to MCM London. I did that before I moved back home. That was a lot of fun.
So bad.
It was a lot of fun. I definitely want to go back because my husband's British. So I'm sure that I'm going to tell him next time we go, we have to go during a convention, and he'll be like, no. And then I've been to a lot of West Coast cons. I haven't been to any East Coast cons, which when we did Anime Next online, they offered, our first one, and then they offered us passes. So we're going to see if we can try and make it over there.
Yeah, they want us to come next year in person. So we're like, all right, let's take a look at when it's running.
Yeah. So as far as like different, I don't know, really. I don't know. I've probably been to almost every single event in the state. There's like a handful that I haven't been to yet. I've been to Anime Expo, WonderCon, Long Beach Comic-Con. Like there's a bunch of California ones I've been to as well. So yeah.
I've been to 2.
That's cool. That's okay. Everyone's got to start somewhere, right?
Yep.
In 1996, I went to 1. So don't worry. You'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah. I've not even gone in cosplay yet. That was just me geeking out for Jason David Frank both times, basically.
They are pretty fun though. You get addicted cosplaying at events. Now I feel like I can't cosplay. Like now I feel like I can't go to an event and not cosplay at least majority of the days. You know, I feel like I'm wasting my opportunity if I don't cosplay. So that's how bad it's gotten.
So you guys talked about wow, I almost hit the X on this tab, and that was real bad. Okay, so thank God I did not. So you guys talked about some cons that you might be going to in the future, hopefully. Is there any other ones you're willing to talk about that you're hoping to go to safely?
I definitely want to go to Dragon Con.
In 2023, that's the goal, is Dragon Con. But this year, Sabotin Con would be Labor Day weekend. So I'm running panels and workshops. They reached out to me, so I submitted, and that's happening. And then I'm actually going to be a guest at YumaCon in Yuma, Arizona in October.
Awesome.
So that's happening, apparently. But I mean, all of them so far are requiring masks, and they're doing distancing procedures, and they have like hand wash stations, and they're taking precautions, more precautions than our state is. So they're following CDC guidelines.
Good.
Yeah, and I'd like to, again, like I said, Dragon Con at some point. And then I actually have family in Toronto, and it's so cute because my cousin like messaged me a couple weeks ago. It's like, oh, our little my niece, so my cousin's niece, who's my third cousin or whatever, wants to cosplay, and she's 13, and I'm helping her sew. Like, would you like to talk to her about? I'm like, yeah, hello. So I think I want to try and make a trip to Anime North, which is the big convention up there in Canada, in East Canada. So that's on my radar too. So yeah. And of course, I do want to go back to MCM.
I've always wanted to try MCM. Like Dragon Con and MCM have been on my list.
Let's do it. Let's go to London. Woohoo! Okay.
Awesome.
Let's get on a jet plane. Okay.
I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at the right lists here. What was one of your favorite videos you've made so far?
Do you mean like us as cosplayers or us as CosTalkLive?
CosTalkLive.
Either or, really. I mean, go nuts.
I really like that the Arizona team, obviously, like we only have one member that's in the Pacific Northwest and the rest of us are here. We did a little getaway to a cabin. When was that? In June, I think. And that was a lot of fun. So most of us did the show from the cabin. So I think there was 4 of us, and then Kichan did it from home. And so I think that was one of my favorites, just because like I don't think that we've ever really done a show with more than 2 people. I don't think has everyone ever gone to your place and done except for me, but we did the craft
Mother's
show.
Day my mom came over, and then also
but not like the hosts.
I thought that Liz, when we did the craft stream, she was over here.
Yeah, but that was a craft stream, not an actual not our CTL talk.
It was it was our CTL craft stream.
Yeah. So, but it was nice because like there was 3 of us on one camera and Sam was on her phone, but we were in the same table. So that's one of my most memorable ones, I think. And that was such a fun weekend. We went and did like cosplay photo shoots in the forest. It was so.
I liked that one. I also really liked the Magical Girls one where we had Fomar Banyan-shi and Himike. That was fun.
Yeah.
They were so cute. I mean, it was I mean, Magical Girls are like from my childhood. I grew up watching Sailor Moon on Channel 8.
Well, you know, another of my favorite episodes was with Bros and Cons. We've been with them twice. Both times were fun, but the first time was so much fun. If you guys don't know who Bros and Cons are, they're amazing group of videographers and photographers, and they do professional stuff. They're amazing. They do cosplay music videos and cosplay versus the world documentaries. So you guys should check them out. That's Bros, as in like, hey, you're my bro, and Cons in like the letter N, Cons. Yeah, free advertising. Sorry.
Don't worry, we do that all the time for our own channel. You're fine. Just bouncing it out. Next up is what is this misconception about you and or your cosplays?
We'd have to tone for each other because I don't think we know our own misconceptions.
Yeah.
Like for Jess, the one thing that I hear people say about her when like we're in groups is they find her that they're afraid to approach her because her costumes are really impressive and they think that she's going to be mean. And I'm like, she's very sweet. Do not even worry about it. Go approach her. It's perfectly fine. But like once they approach, they're so excited. I'm like, see, it's fine.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh,
it's just people are intimidated by your skill, and so like they're afraid to talk to you. And I'm like, don't be afraid, it's okay. Like,
that makes me sad though. Like, if you guys are out there, you can say hi. And I'm sorry, I am old. I'm a lot older than I look, obviously, because I've been cosplaying for 20 years. So if my mind is just like, just play it off like, oh, it's old lady stuff. But you can come and say hi anytime. Like, it's fine. You can come say hi. I think for Sam as well, it's kind of similar because she has a huge online presence. She has lots of tutorials and stuff. So people are like, they kind of get shy about that too because she's like, oh, that's Thermo cosplay. So I actually have seen it too the same way. And sometimes maybe people don't approach you because like you have the online presence as well. So
I'm also very intimidating with my height. When I usually wear cosplay, I'm almost 6 feet tall.
That too. So yeah, you are on the taller end, and especially when you're like in like Ari, you have these tall heels, and like whenever you're just like, yeah. So
even my most basic shoe, I'm at least 5'10".
Imagine going to a con and Lady D. I'm like Lady D. like. The people just fall to the floor like, oh. So And then they definitely won't want to approach you. They'll be like, oh my God, it's Lady D.
I will totally, when I'm wearing Lady D, I will straight up be as creepy as possible. It's going to be excellent. Yes.
It'll be so much fun to be creepy.
That's fun. Creepy's fun. So I think I'm trying to make sure because like again like my different systems, my brain is trying to learn as I'm doing this. So did that one. So I think that's most of the questions on my little listy here.
Wow.
How fast did your channel grow, if you guys remember it all?
So in the first year, I mean, it's only just turned a year old, literally just like a month or two ago. And in the first year, we went from 0 followers, obviously, because it was just being created. And now we are currently at, let me take a look. We're currently at, let's see here, I think 500 followers. So yeah, we're almost at 500. We're almost at 500 followers. And we usually reach anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 people every time we post a video. So basically we got almost 500 people in a year.
Nice.
So,
We're almost at 3 years and we barely passed. We're almost at 400. So you're speeding ahead of us right now.
There's also a team of like 6 of us, though. You know what I mean? So it's like every time we share, and then of course those group of friends, these group of friends. So we do have the advantage of having more people, like to be able to share more.
True. Thank you for making me feel better. Yeah, that's all the questions on the list, unless I'm completely just skipping one, which I don't mean to. I'll leave this one open just in case. There might be more. But so now there's more questions. Shocking, I know. So first of all, do you have any questions for me as an individual or about the show in general?
So how long you said Demon Interviews has been going on for 3 years?
It's going to cross 3 years in January, so it's like 2.5.
Why did you get started?
Just throwing my own questions back at me. How dare you?
Yeah.
So it was literally just like me and my friend were talking online, and at first like we were mainly going because like we had a longer name and like we're mainly focused on like one set of people because that's what we were doing because that's where we were focused more on like demon original characters, and like our name was like the people behind the TikTok demons and all that fun stuff because we're fun. As you saw, I got much shorter, thank God, because I was even saying it wrong. I don't even know if I said it right this time. But I was talking with my friend at midnight my time, 3 a.m. for him, and like we were like, oh, we're gonna get like 2 people, and like it purely was just an interviewing show, and I was like, do you want to do a channel? And he's like, okay. And like we thought we could get 2, and now we're at episode 144. So
nice. Yay. That's awesome. I have a question for you about cosplay because you've mentioned that you haven't really worn one like what got you interested in cosplay?
Well, at first, it was just creative. So at first, like for the first reason I started making my own was I'm homeschooled. I went to a charter school and all that, and my teacher let me turn in my cosplay masks and I got them back for art credit because that was something we needed to do for high school. So I made every single version of the marionette from Five Nights at Freddy's. I made Jigsaw and Bendy and the Ink Machine, and it just went nuts. Now I have faces of some of the people I follow on Instagram with their permission. I know that sounds creepy, but that's just the truth.
That's cool. So, like a lot of people say they start with cosplay like from Halloween or from, because they love a character they're so obsessed with an anime. But like the fact that yours actually started from, a non-geeky art channel, can I say? Like know what I mean? Like an art class. Yeah, an artist assignment. That's cool. I don't think I've ever heard a story like that. So that's cool. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. And now I've gone way beyond from just doing a sweatshirt and sweatpants with white tape on the wrists and ankles with my masks to I bought this, but to this type of thing for Jean.
Nice.
Newest one I got for like Jean. Got that from Etsy with the shield. Then I somebody who you might actually know, Gravity Cosplays, made my armor and everything. So
Nice.
I commissioned them to make my armor and everything, and I'm actually working on a new armor for myself for once.
There you go. And what's your like dream cosplay? Like any
gosh.
money doesn't matter, time doesn't matter,
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah, what cosplay you want to do? Rock it out.
Yeah.
So right now I have a few in my head that I'm really hoping to be that I want to do. A lot of them are like from Power Rangers and like Tokusatsu type of things. Because like thank God you cannot see my walls. But stuff like that. But one I've been really wanting to do recently is a grim version of Jean, like an evil
Jean from Ruby.
Yep, evil Jean basically. And I have a full idea. Like I'm working on him right now.
You took him and you took Cinder and just kind of merged them, when she's got like the messed up arm and everything.
That's cool, but I went more with more like he fully turned, but like I made like a
grim.
But yeah, more. I'm planning on making him more animalistic type of thing instead of being like now you're pale and you have armor, basically. Like I'm trying to make it seem more organic. Like instead of making a brand new sword, it's like I'm planning on getting like some, like those like 3D printed swords that like work like those toy lightsabers where like just flip out. I'm planning on putting some of those inside of gauntlets and being somewhat like a combination of like Wolverine and Baraka from Mortal Kombat and just like flip them out. And
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do, but I'm gonna try it. Like
goal. That's exactly it. It's a dream cosplay. It's a goal.
I'm working on it. And I'm gonna be using the same chest piece because that's like my idea and stuff. But try and make it seem more mutated out than like here's a new set of armor because you're pale. Like,
yeah.
But,
cool. Great. Those are usually what people ask us, so it's nice to hear it from other people.
Is there anything else you want to ask before we continue onwards?
No,
I think
good.
Let's
go.
go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So next up is, would you keep a pet zombie or would you kill it?
I mean, I'm gonna go Shaun of the Dead. We're gonna play video games together.
Nice.
I'll probably go more Michonne style and like carrying them around as like my, additional defense, offense. Yeah, that's probably
your bodyguard.
Yeah, I'm
the one that tries to hurt me.
I'm totally totally on Michonne's side with the zombie pets. Cut off their arms and you're good. Yeah, let's do that.
Just take their teeth out. They can't bite you.
They have to bite somebody though, in case if someone's like, if some human is like trying to attack him, like throw my thumbs at them. You know what? I mean, wait, but like, but what is it that makes person a zombie?
It's the bite.
So if they have dentures, does it count?
You couldn't turn them into a zombie because whatever venom's in their teeth gets.
So the venom is in their teeth now.
That's my assumption. Because
or is it their saliva?
Or maybe their saliva. Maybe they're like Gila monsters.
Or like snakes, because the venom comes out of their teeth. Okay, so maybe the zombie, there's saliva, and then the bite, the incision gets the venom into the vein.
Yes, if they're just gumming you, nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah,
gumming you.
Gumming you.
Oh my God. World War Z.
Unless you have an open wound, so do not.
And you're a zombie.
Do not let a gummy zombie to your open wound.
Hey, here's a Werther's candy for you. Oh man, but
gummy zombies.
That also just sounds like candy now too.
I know, like gummy bear. That's exactly what I thought of. When
you're just gonna make like meat candy for your zombie.
Throw it at
like Yeah, like a brain slushy or a brain smoothie. It's like brain.
I feel like that's been in a cartoon somewhere.
I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has.
So that is all for the list finally. But now we're going on to the final 3 questions. First of all, would either of you or both of you or so on and so forth would ever like to come back to the show?
Yeah.
Sure. And maybe we can get more of the people in our group with us.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be fun. Awesome. Maybe we can do it live.
Oh man.
Demon interviews live.
That's a special thing, and then also record it so I can post it.
There you go.
Exactly.
Hey,
yeah, actually, I can do that. I can do that with my tech studio.
Oh,
let us know when you're ready to go live, Springy.
Oh, we have done a few lives before.
Okay,
they've always went downhill real fast.
Okay, well, let us know when you're ready to go uphill.
We're master moderators. We can make sure the downhill goes back up.
Oh. Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Sam and I finally got past all of the failures, now we actually have a routine that works.
Yeah.
We found one that works. We're good now. Don't watch our first 5 episodes, guys. Or do I don't care.
First 100.
Except for she says a funny word. Instead of saying buttonholes, she says
apples and pears.
Yeah.
But
the holes. No, okay. Yeah, you guys have to go see it. Yes, it's also a blooper. I do not regret that either. I don't nothing hilarious, guys. Yeah, sorry.
Next up is going to be do you have any questions for a future guest?
Oh.
Okay. All right. So, what is your favorite material to use? Ooh. Any kind. What is your favorite material?
Mm-hmm. And mine would be, what's a skill that you don't know but want to learn soon? Like, it's on your list to learn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what is a dream convention?
Oh, yeah.
That could be added to the convention list of questions. There's like a few of them that's just in a chunk, and it should be added right there. Fits perfectly.
Nice.
Awesome. So now we're going on to the last question, sadly. Who would you like to see on the show in the future?
Amani, Cosplay Choco. Cosplay Choco.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, there's so many people. I know I feel so generic when I say that.
It's fine.
Cosplay Choco or Sky Kicker 84 or
I really love
Himike would be good.
Yeah, I really love Princess Chris cosplay.
Oh yeah.
I know Disney cosplay is like a whole nother world, but I bet he'd be fun. Yeah, just there's
what about
so many.
Sparkinson?
Sparkinson would be good. Yeah, he's really cool. Like, there's so many. We just anyone that's been on our show, we would like to see on yours. How's that?
We'll swap contacts and references.
Yeah, totally. Like, let's do it.
My list of cosplayers is intense. I follow like 2,000.
Yeah,
I feel that 100%.
Yeah, I have a lot of I follow as well. That's why whenever these questions happen, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Let me look at my feed.
Yes.
So
yes. But yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Don't forget to follow them on all the social media platforms. They'll be in the description below. And at least thank you both for being here. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you all for watching. Stare right into the camera because that's what you do every single time. And at least I will see you in next video. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.